Imagine if you could wake up tomorrow with a whole new mindset. A mindset so powerful it could change everything in your life immediately. No more waiting for years to see results. No more working endlessly and getting nowhere. What if the key to unlocking your success, your confidence, and your biggest goals was hidden in one of the most influential books on the planet? We're talking about The Magic of Thinking Big, a book that has sold over 7 million copies worldwide, and it's not just a number. It's one of the most recommended and referenced books by top achievers, entrepreneurs, and even celebrities who have sworn by this book. You will hear stories of people who have turned their lives around from ordinary to extraordinary just by embracing the principle inside this book. In fact, people like Vince Lombardi, the legendary football coach, called it a must-read for anyone serious about success. And it's not just coaches, actors, CEOs, and world leaders have all spoken about how this book changed their lives. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the secret that's been right in front of us all along, a mindset that can shift everything you thought you knew about success. You won't believe what's inside this book, but once you hear it, your life will never be the same. Let's start with the first shift, and it's something that's been said by some of the greatest minds in history. The principle is this: you become what you think about. Think about that for a sec. Actions you've taken, the results you've gotten in your life, all of it comes from the way you've been thinking. Now, you may think this sounds too simple, but the truth is that this is one of the most profound and powerful laws of life. Everything you've done up to now, the job you have, the relationship you've built, the goals you've achieved, or even the ones you haven't. Think about your current relationship or your career. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself why you are in the job or the relationship you are in right now? Is it because you believe you were worthy of something better, or is it that you've accepted where you are because you didn't think it was possible to reach for more? Maybe you've stayed in a job that doesn't excite you, or a relationship that doesn't challenge you because your thinking has been so small. When we think small, we settle and we end up in a situation where we don't feel truly fulfilled. But here's the reality: if you keep thinking you can't do better, you won't. It's as simple as that. If you think this is all I deserve, or I'll never be good enough, those thoughts will create a self-fulfilling prophecy that traps you in your current situation. The job, the relationship, the cycle you're stuck in is all because of the size of your thinking. But here's where the magic of thinking big comes in. In the book, David Schwartz emphasizes that thinking big is not just about dreaming bigger. It's about believing in a bigger future and acting on those beliefs. Schwartz writes, you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people to get what they want. This simple idea encapsulates the power of big thinking. It's not about personal success, but also about how your thinking can benefit others, creating a ripple effect of success. This is why the most successful people in the world, from Earl Nightingale to early Greek philosophers, swear by this principle. And when you examine the works of great thinkers throughout history, you'll find that they all emphasize the same truth. You are the product of your thoughts. Think about it. Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius understood that our thoughts shape the way we experience life. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. He said even the Bible acknowledged this in Proverbs 23:7. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. This sentiment is not just some ancient belief. It's been proven time and time again by modern thinkers and achievers. But don't just take it from me or from the philosophers or the religious leaders or the scientists. Earl Nightingale famously said, we become what we think about. His words aren't just motivational. They're grounded in the same principle that has been echoed by Einstein, Tesla, and countless of other brilliant minds. Now here's the bonus shift, and it's just as powerful as the first one. This is where the real magic happens. It's the idea of thinking big. The size of your thinking determines the size of your success. I want to repeat that again. The size of your thinking determines the size of your success. The magic of thinking big teaches us that when we expand our thinking, we expand our possibilities. You might think it's hard to make the leap from small goals to big ones, but the reality is the fear of failure that holds us back is actually a product of small thinking. Big thinkers don't see obstacles. They see challenges they can overcome. They focus on the possibility of success rather than the fear of failure. Let's put it in real terms. Think about the career you've been working on or the relationship you've been in. Have you ever told yourself, I can't do this, or I'll never get this level of success? If your thinking is limited, you automatically place a ceiling on what you can achieve. Maybe you've stayed in a job where you know you're capable of more, but you're afraid to take the leap into something bigger. Or perhaps you've avoided pushing for growth in a relationship because you think it's too much to ask for more. This is the trap of small thinking. When you think small, your world stays small. Now consider the flip side. When you start thinking bigger, you break through those barriers. Big thinkers don't allow limitation to stop them. They look at every challenge as an opportunity to grow. Just like Nikola Tesla, who didn't think of incremental changes. He thought on a grand scale, seeing the future in ways others couldn't. Tesla had ideas that were so far ahead of his time that many people didn't understand him. He wasn't thinking in terms of small innovation. He was thinking big, things that would change the world. He had the mindset that nothing was impossible. And as a result, he helped usher in an entire new era of technology. Albert Einstein was the same way. He said, imagination is more important than knowledge. For Einstein, thinking beyond what was known was the key to unlocking the future. So when you think big, you break through self-imposed limits. That's the power of big thinking. And here's where the magic of thinking big really comes in. David Schwartz writes, you don't need to have the qualification, the credentials, or even the resources to succeed. What you need is believe in the possibility of success and the willingness to take action on that belief. And that's the real magic. It's not about having everything figured out. It's about thinking big enough to see the possibilities, even if the road ahead looks unclear. The greats, whether in philosophy, religion, or science, have understood that this for centuries. Marcus Aurelius said, the mind is everything what you think you become. And this is not just ancient concept, it's a timeless principle that still rings true today. Whether you look at Tesla, Einstein, or great philosophers, the underlying message is clear. The size of your thinking determines the size of your success. So now that you've heard two powerful shifts that can change everything in your life, I want you to take a moment and reflect. Are you thinking big enough? Are your thoughts aligned with success you want to achieve? If not, it's time to change that. You become what you think about, and the size of your thinking determines the size of your success. You don't have to wait for some magical moment to change your life. You can start right now by shifting the way you think. And if you're ready to go even further and unlock your potential, I can help. You can email me at info@rudolphbrainerd.com to explore personalized coaching options tailored to your needs. And if you're still feeling doubt or unsure about how to take these steps, I want to point you to my video. Overcoming self-doubt is easy. Actually, you can watch that right after this, because the biggest barrier to thinking big is self-doubt. And I'll show you how to crush it in this video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can never miss a step on your journey to a high definition success. And as always, keep thinking big, because your success starts in your mind. My name is Rudolph High Definition. Be inspired today.